Alright, we are back, and we are here against Hein the Best. You're the best around. No one's ever going to keep you down. Alright, hey, good luck. Let's do this. If I could see a start like the one we had the last game in the second game of round one, I will just weep crocodile tears of joy. I don't think that could have. I don't think that could have drawn out any better. Looks like Hein is going to be sitting here for a little bit. We'll come back when he's ready to go. Okay, we are back. Does this look as good as the first one? No, it doesn't, but it still looks pretty darn good. Shamble Shark, Disciple of Old Ways, Miming Slime. This Miming Slime isn't like super good right now, but it could become good. Oh boy. Boros Deck of Insanity, go. That's bad. Yeah, so all we have is this Simic Guildgate. Disciple of the Old Ways is going to hold his guys back pretty good. But for right now, I guess we just go ahead and drop our Simic Guildgate and cry as we take a bunch of damage. From this Legion Loyalist. This thing getting Battalion on tap is really, really bad, and I might actually just trade a Shamble Shark for this. Oh god. Yeah, I think we're pretty much going to have to make sure that we keep him off a battalion here. Gotta play the Shamble Shark, and I think we're going to go ahead and block out the Wojek Halberdiers with it. Legion Loyalist, also potentially good block, but a trick on either one of them just kills us, so that's fine. Infinite 2-drop deck. Alright. Zamet Guildmage is good, but I think here it's just going to be a Disciple of the Old Ways so that we can hold him back and then just start to stabilize a little bit. Okay, that's pretty good. Agoraphobia is also quite good. Let's see here. What can we do? We can play Zamet Guildmage and Agoraphobia. That's kind of neat. Let's go ahead and Agoraphobiaize this. And we'll do it for... How do we make this happen here? Let's go ahead and swing in first. I don't think we'd see a smite in the Boros deck. Okay, that's fine. So now we can do this. And we can do this. Alright, that's pretty good. Pit Fight is also pretty good. I think the idea here might be just to swing in with both. Um, let's see here. How does this work? And this turn, each creature you control enters the battlefield. This is technically a creature, I think. So I guess that comes out as a creature. Um, yeah, I think the idea here is to swing in with both, and then whatever blocks the Zamet Guildmage, we go ahead and pit fight with this. Now we'll just hold this back for now. Just taking it. All right. So let's see if this works. No, it does. All right. That's cool. Not sure what we're going to be seeing here. Maybe a massive raid? Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Unfortunately, that means that we didn't get to have the pit fight open, which is kind of sad. But he still can't attack into this. That's pretty cool. So I think we just go ahead and stay on the aggressive here. Again, I don't think a smite is what we would see. The question is, though, that was a massive raid, and you'd figure he should have... I mean, he really should have extorted there, so that's kind of weird. But I don't think that there's any reason that we don't swing in here. Seeing a smite though in a Boros deck like this would be really strange. Looks like he's thinking for right now. We'll come back in a second when he's done. Oh, there he goes. So swinging in here. See what kind of blocks he feels like making. Looks like a grand total of nothing. So getting out the Zertos Swine, is that pretty good, or would I rather just do something like a pit fight if he has anything to say about one of my creatures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't do both, so I think right now we're just pit fighting. We can also save mana to return Agoraphobia back to our hand if he plays something really big, so that's kind of cool. And we can actually pit fight and return Agoraphobia, which is kind of nice. But we're trying to race the Boros deck. He had a really good start. It looks like he got stuck on lands there for a little bit, but I kind of thought that he was like the 9 or 10 2-drop 15 land Boros deck. Yep, Burning Tree Emissary is pretty good. Coming in with 2A. That's kind of interesting. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and take that damage. That's fine. We'll go ahead and return Agoraphobia back to our hand. And probably put it on the Scorchwalker. Well, yeah, let's do that, just because the crackback with the Scorchwalker could be extra bad. How much mana do we have? So we have enough to lay down Agoraphobia. Let's see. We might be able to get him. I'm not really sure. It's not looking super good for us. Let's go ahead and rush in here and see if he wants to make any kind of block. I'm assuming not, because I'm assuming he just wants to go all in. So if he came all in, what would we be looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we could Agoraphobia this. And if he goes all in, we can Xertos Swine and win in the end. That's kind of cool. So let's go ahead and do this. And we're still going to keep the Swine back as a trick, just because he's at a point now where we may be able to pit. If he leaves one blocker back, we may be able to pit fight it, and then just swing in for the win. We'll see if he has an all-out swing here. Okay, that's kind of strange. Unless he has like a 1 point of damage to this, at which point I pit fight something and kill it. That was a really weird attack, though. If he had Massive Raid, again, he could just kill this. So he wants to pit fight that for that. How do I feel about that? Would I rather something else die? Or would I pit fight this for this, save this? Yeah, I think that's the idea. So that was pretty neat. All right, well, let's go ahead and get in here. His blocks aren't looking too good. But he does have to make some. So if he makes that there, we flash this in. That's fine. I think instead what we're going to go ahead and do is just use the Xertos Swine and 2-for-1 him. Assuming he doesn't have something, again, like a Smite or anything. And I don't think he's going to. Okay, so he just conceded there. I guess he didn't have anything. All right, so we're up against a pretty decent quick Boros deck here. So again, I mean, like, like Mystic Genesis might not be the best here because at best we might get like a 3/3 or a 4/4 out of it. But I think with the Boros deck that's fine, just because Boros kind of like when you out tempo them with a Mystic Genesis and then you get something on the board and they don't, that's kind of bad. If we lose the next game, I might actually take this out and put something just faster in. I'm not really sure what I would put that's faster. Maybe something like an Ember Beast, or even like a Spire Tracer, so I could trade with his little Goblin dude. I think we're okay right now to just run this back out there and see how it does. That was an unusually long game for a... Oh, this is weird. This is kind of a weird hand. We're off of our blue and we're off of our red, and we've got double green. But we do have things that we can play, and we're moving toward a Rubble Belt Raiders. So I think we go ahead and keep this. Drawing a blue here would be really, really fantastic. Alright, we can't hope to see a blue. So hopefully on the draw we'll be alright. I mean, we have 2 more turns to draw into some land. I imagine we'll see some sort of 2-drop here. Or not. Okay, well, if worst comes to worst, at least we got some Disciples coming out. Okay, well that's something. So we can go ahead and rush in here and see if we could draw a trick out of him. Nothing, huh? Alright. So getting close to a Rubble Belt Raiders, still pretty far away from like something like Urban Evolution or Shamble Shark. Unless we can see a blue. Seeing a blue would be just fantastic. But yeah, these Disciple of the Old Ways are just holy cow. That's a big guy. That is a big guy. Burst of Strength, huh? That is not going to be good enough. We can double block. Man, we can't even give both of these guys first strike. That's pretty unfortunate. Yeah, this is looking pretty bad. We really need to draw some lands here. We can keep our pit fight open, but man, this Gore Clan Rampager is just going to punch us in the face. Just epically. Mugging? Yeah. That's going to have to get Burst of Strength. So yeah, taking 4 here. Hopefully we can hope to see a land. Wow. Alright, this is pretty bad. I don't feel super good in this race, but it's kind of what we have to do right now. Getting stuck off blue, though, is going to be the end of us, I think. We're trading 4 for 4, so it's not like the worst in the world, but it's still not great at all. So I guess the question is, do I want to just pit fight that right away? Yeah, I think I do. And we'll do that for that. Yeesh. Okay. If we can get him low enough on health, maybe we can do this. Alright, so what are we looking at here? We're looking at 5, 10. Maybe we can get him with the Zertos Swine in the end. I'm not sure. That is going to just take a boatload of luck. He's going to have to let something through and not play another blocker here. Or I should say, not play a big blocker. Oh, crap. Oh, man. Alright. What does that do for us? That doesn't really do very much. Actually, it does, because we can give these guys first strike. Okay. Let's see if we can get him. This is what it's going to come down to. Okay. If we Zertos Swine here, we can get him down to 1, but then the crackback is lethal. So we need to play out this Slaughterhorn, and we have to just pray to God that he doesn't have removal for it. And this is what it comes down to. This is it. Massive Raid kills us. Most Blood Rush kills us. Scorchwalker kills us. We're at 4. Boros Charm finishes us off. Okay. Alright, so we drew out really bad there on the land. I think that's kind of why we went ahead and lost that. It was going to be a close game no matter what. He needed the Boros Charm, or it was going to be him that was going to lose. It all came down to that last round, that last go-around there. Alright, I think we're fine. I think we just need to see lands. So the plan is going in here into the third match, or the third match is to see lands. That's the plan. Might even take 2 of these islands out, put in 2 Dimir Guild Gates, and put in that dude we have. That might be a little bit too greedy, though, because I don't want to have another dead card in hand. Now, to be fair, the only reason that we had dead cards in our hand is because we weren't drawing any land at all. Like, any land, open that up. Yeah, we'll play first. Okay, this is pretty good. We have our 2 Disciple of the Old Ways again. Still don't have a blue, which isn't great. But we have at the very least 2 things that we can play, and we have pit fights coming up. Alright, that's not too bad. So now we've got things like Miming Slime online too, which is fine. Do not want to see a Burning Tree Emissary here. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Fair enough. That's pretty good. Okay. Alright, I think we just go ahead and sit back here, and then we can go ahead and get our Shamble Shark down and grow it a little bit with Disciple of the Old Ways coming up. He's got a pretty nice Boros deck, though. I gotta hand that to him. That's for sure. Little nice Boros Drool deck. Elusive Krasis. That's pretty good. So what can we do here? We can Krasis. Let's see. We can Disciple of the Old Ways Krasis and get this thing big. And I think that's pretty much the idea. And we can leave Pit Fight open if we have to. That's pretty good. Okay. Alright, that's fine. We can take that lick there. So I guess that's the idea there. We're kind of on the defensive right now, which is not exactly where I want to be against the Boros deck. We might actually just have to pit fight something out of the way, and I think that's probably going to be the Court Street Denizen, or Denizen, just because we can't have this thing getting double strike. Make sure that we have a stop there. So that I can pit fight the Denizen out of the way, and we'll see if that's going to be good enough. Miming Slime's going to be pretty decent. It's going to evolve most of our stuff. It's going to make this a 5/4, which will be kind of nice. Looks like he's thinking right now. We'll go ahead and pause, and we'll see what he has to do in just a second. Alright, we're back. So we're going to see a Xertos Swine. And it looks like I am going to go ahead and have to pit fight this and this, just to ensure that he cannot get the double strike thing going. And we have a Xertos Swine of our own. So the question is, can we play this and this? And I don't think that we can. 4/5, no we can't. That's pretty unfortunate. That said, I think we do go ahead and hardcast this, because this will get our unblockable Krasis going, and that might be the key to victory. This will also make our Shamble Shark a little bit bigger, and it'll get it out of massive raid damage for right now. So right now the battle is, can we just see guys that are bigger than his, and is our crackback big enough to just kill him? And the answer is I don't know. This is kind of hard no matter what, because we would have to chump this veteran because of the double strike. Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's not what we wanted to see at all. That said, if we do have to chump this, we do get to eat his Burning Tree Emissary, which is okay. Huh, alright. Urban Evolution is good, but it might be a little bit too slow. Let's go ahead and get the Miming Slime down. And what kind of a clock are we looking at here? If we go in for 7, does that increase our clock at all? I don't think so. I think we're just going to go ahead and swing with the swine here. So getting that hasty creature would be really bad. Okay, that's pretty bad, but it's not terrible. But this is going to be a close game, and I kind of knew that it was going to be a close game against this deck that he has. It's got a really good deck, and I really have to think about how we're going to be able to get past it. Him thinking before the combat step this long is not what I'd like to see. That kind of tells me that he has a Scorchwalker in hand. Okay. Crowned Ceratok, not bad. Alright, so if we go all in here, what are his blocks? We do not have lethal on the board. And if his crackback is better than ours, we die. I assume he blocks swine on swine. I'm not really sure. Well, we definitely have to go in here. I like this a little bit more. Because he has to double block this to make it a profitable block, or he can just block out with the Zertos swine. I think I'm okay with that. Ugh. We might just lose here, especially if he has like a Scorchwalker and he manages to get through us, but we'll see. Alright, so it looks like he's going to let that through. So this is it. This is what it comes down to. Kind of wishing I had swung in with the Ooze now, because then the Elusive Krasis would have been lethal. But we'll see here. I mean, if he swings all in, I guess that means that he has a trick. If he does swing in with everything, the block is going to be Ooze on Veteran, Crown Ceratok on Zertos Swine. If he has a Wrecking Ogre, we're dead. I would like to... Yeah, I don't even have any ability to do different blocks other than these. Luckily, Scorchwalker does not kill us. Man, this is just a tense game. This game is just tense. Boros Charm does not kill us yet. Alright, everything trades out. He needs a blocker, or he's dead. Cinder Elemental. Oh god. Alright. That's pretty good. Okay, he does need to chump at least, so that's nice. Oh, we need 2 blue for the Mystic Genesis. Okay. Good gravy. Alright. Urban Evolution into nothing. Well, Urban Evolution into a lot. But, alright, so if he has the Scorchwalker, he wins. If he doesn't have the Scorchwalker, we win. And that's what it is right now. So he wins. He has the Scorchwalker. He doesn't win. He doesn't have the Scorchwalker. I have no idea what he has. Assault Griffin. Alright, what can we do here? Again, he has to chump. We will have a Spell Rupture up. And he can't kill this. And is there any way for me to get this to a 4? I don't see a way right now. Oh, man. Alright. We're going for it. Alright, he trades out there. He goes to 1. We play Rubble Belt Raiders. Hold up. Spell Rupture. No matter which way this game goes, dude, I just gotta say GG. I don't think I've ever sweat so much. So I wonder if he's like, GG, 5 to the face. Yep. This is... I'm still going to be just hilarious. It's just going to be hilarious if he just kills us here. But that's the kind of sportsmanship I think is just awesome. What a guy. Hein the best. You are the best, dude. What a bunch of games. Holy crap. All right, guys. Roz Mtgnoob going into the finals, sweating. It was cold in the room. I'm glad it's cold now. I will see you guys in the finals. Man alive.